Hey guys, my name is Manjunath and in this video we are going to learn how we can get started using Node.js. Node.js is a server-side framework to build backend applications which interacts with your database, and it will be able to fetch any kind of data, authenticate the user and send some kind of data to your front-end application, like which is built using Vue.js, React, Android app, or any kind of just a browser also. So in order to get started with Node.js, you just need to go to nodejs.org, and in this particular website you will be able to install the latest version of Node.js, which is LTS version. LTS stands for long-term support, so that's the best version which you can use. But I usually prefer using the current version, but it's better if you start with LTS version, so that you won't be having much error in your system. So let's not talk about the error for the first time only, because you'll be getting lot of errors when you are developing a big scale application. Anyways, we'll be able to once we have downloaded this particular Node.js, you'll be able to see its version by typing node dash dash version, and it will just print out 15.14.0, which I have installed on my Mac. If you are using Mac, go ahead and use your built-in terminal. If you are using Windows and if you are expert in command prompt, then use that. If you are not, just download git bash. You can just search git bash in the Google. I'll just put the link in the description also, so you can directly go ahead and download that particular program and install it. Once you have installed git bash and Node.js program, you will be able to get this particular command get going, and once this particular command is working, we can run another command, which is npm dash dash version. As long as it prints out these versions which are like latest, you will be able to work with the Node.js. Before we start any kind of Node.js application, we just have to initialize a project directory. So open up any kind of directory in your command prompt. You can just travel to this particular directory by making one new folder. I have opened up it in my Visual Studio Code also. It's a code editor which I am using, nothing fancy. You can do it in any of your favorite code editor, but it just happened so to be my code editor is VS Code. So I recommend you to use it, but it's up to you. Once you have opened up the folder in the Visual Studio Code and a command prompt is a terminal is ready, you'll be able to run a command called as Npm Init. Once you have ran this particular command, it will ask us few questions. We just need to answer. First question is, what is the name of the package? We'll just keep it as default, that is hello Node.js. If you just enter, it will assume hello Node.js is the project name, and you just have to click next, next, next. If you want to answer something here, you can answer the author. I'll just put my name. Once you have answered everything, it will ask if everything is fine. I'll just click yes, type S, and I'll just click enter. Once I have typed all these things, it will automatically create a file for me. Think of this file as a package file. To explain it in more easy way, just think of it as a Google Play Store in your mobile phone or App Store in your iPhone. Once this particular store is installed, that is, you will be able to see package.json. You will be able to install any kind of packages, that is apps, on your Google Play and packages in Node.js project. So what will app do in your phone? App makes your task easier. A to-do app will let you list all the to-dos you have to do. So you can just go to your Google Play Store or App Store and you will be able to download a to-do app. Same as in the Node.js, the packages are useful code written by someone else, and we'll be able to use those particular packages to make our life easier. Before we use those codes, we have to install it. Installation can be done by going to same terminal where you have did npm init, and you will be able to type npm install and any kind of package you want. In this particular Node.js project, we'll be just learning how we can print a hello world in a browser. So in order to do that, we need to have a server which is able to listen to whatever we send from this particular web page and get back some kind of result. You'll understand it when we actually code it if you are not understanding. So just type npm install and a package name which we are going to use is express. It will let us create a backend server using which we will be able to display something on web page. That is your browser. So once we type npm install express and hit enter, it will just download that particular package and it will install. Now you can see it created some more folders. You just don't have to worry about anything. Just don't delete them as of now, and you'll be able to go ahead with the learning your Node.js. I mean writing your first Node.js code. So I just have to come here and type app.js. This is the main file which we'll be using to do pretty much any work in Node.js. If you want to create any other file name, you can give any other file name also, but just know this file name is the name which you are going to use to run the Node.js application. Once you have created this particular file, we can just write Node.js code which is in JavaScript actually. So you need to know little bit of JavaScript, and if you don't know also that's fine, but you need to know what is function and what is, yeah, pretty much what is function. At least you need to know that much. Functions, variables and all you need to know. So once you have created this particular file, we'll be able to type Node.js codes, that is JavaScript. So I just have to type const express is equal to require express, and this is the package which you have installed right now. So once we have imported, I mean required that particular project, I mean express package, we'll be able to use it. We can just use it by saying const app is equal to express. This will just this will just give us the instant of express using which we'll be able to create server and we'll be able to send files to the browser. So once you have created that particular express, we'll just create another variable named port, because once we are going to use some kind of port here, just like we can type localhost colon 3000, you will be able to see the port. As of now this particular port is empty. We'll just type port is equal to 3000. So when we run this particular application, you will be able to see the data here. As of now nothing is running, so it is just showing us an empty page. So once we put const port is equal to 3000, we have to use this particular port. That can be done by saying app.listen. So we are listening on this particular port, that is in the variable named port, and we can do a callback function which will just tell us that service is running. It will just let us know that server is actually running on port 3000. Just a message for your reference, it won't be displayed anything on the browser. So in order to display it on the browser, we just have to type app.get, that is the get request which we are getting from the browser. That is, if you go to localhost colon 3000, you will be able to send a get request to the server. And where we are going to request it? We are going to request it to the slash, that is the first route, that is root route for this particular URL, meaning if you just put slash, that is this particular page. So we are going to, so what we are going to display if user visits this particular route, we'll be able to do that by creating another callback function which takes two parameters, that is request which user sends, and we can give response which we'll be able to send to the user. And I'll just create one arrow function, and once this particular function is created, I'll be just able to say res.send hello world. So just make sure it is res, not request, which we will get from this particular function itself. So once we type send hello world, we'll be able to run this particular server. Running the Node.js project is very easy. You just have to type node, that is node, not npm. We were using npm command in here. Now we are going to use command node, and we just have to type app.js. Once we type app.js, you have successfully ran your first Node.js server, and it's running on port 3000. And if I just refresh this particular page, it just shows me hello world. So that's it for this video, guys. And if you like this particular video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you have any questions, or if you want to make some other videos related to Node.js, just put it in the comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video.